Alright guys, so these are the tiers. We got S plus, S, A, B, C, D, E, F, and F minus. I don't think we'll be putting a lot of F minus in here, but yeah. Okay, so we're just starting off with Demon Souls here with Old Monk. That fight, that's a summoning fight though, so probably B tier. A tier if we're counting the regular fight without summoning, but yeah. Adjudicator. Well, that fight you just sit on a balcony and spam a spell, so E tier. Old Hero, that one was kind of cool. I'll put that at A tier. Storm King, kind of a gimmick, but also A tier. Leechmonger. Ooh. That one's kind of... That one kind of was hard, but fun. I'll put that at C tier. Dirty Colossus, not very memorable. I'll put that at E tier. Maiden Astia, immediate S tier. Penetrator, also S tier. Blue Dragon. I don't even really consider that a boss, but that's okay. We'll put that at C tier. Old King of Land, that fight also S tier. Vanguard Demon. Ooh, that one's kind of tough actually. I don't think I've ever actually beat him before though. I'll put him at B tier with Old Monk. King of Land, F tier. Fight sucked. Primeval Demon. Also just F tier. You barely fight that guy. Thalanox, B tier. Red Dragon, I'll put that with Blue Dragon. Tower Knight is an S tier fight. Armor Spider, D tier. Did not enjoy that fight very much. Flame Lurker, that was a really enjoyable fight at A tier. Dragon God. That's another really gimmicky fight, but still cool. I'll put it at C tier. Fool's Idol. I don't really like that one. Maneater though. That one's kind of tough. Somewhere between B and A. I'll put it at B for now. Orenstein and Smo. That's S plus. That fight is amazing. Pinwheel is F minus. That sucks. Grave Lord Nido. B tier. Great Grey Wolf Sith. Where should I put that? That's an A tier fight. Four Kings. That's kind of a cool fight, I guess. I didn't really like that one that much. I'll put that at D tier. Demon Fire Sage. That's A, E tier. Centipede Demon. That guy glitched through the ground for me. Like on every playthrough I've ever done of that game, he always glitches through the ground. I'm at F minus. Bed of Chaos, immediate F minus. That fight, I hate that fight. Seath the Scaleless. That's another really gimmicky fight, but it's not a good gimmick. F. Stray Demon. Literally just a reskin of Demon Fire Sage. So, E tier. Asylum Demon. It's a cool intro boss. I'll put him at A. Crossbreed Priscilla. That fight is kind of cool with the invisible, so I'll put that A. Dark Sun Gwendolyn. S tier. That's a good boss. Wind Lord of Cinder. The Plin Plon just gets him to S plus. So you can't really deny that. Sanctuary Guardian. That fight was really easy. I don't even remember it that much. D tier. Knight Artorias, S plus. Dragon Calamy, S. Manus, S. Terrace Demon. There's like a million of this guy. Put him at C. Bell Gargoyle. That's kind of I like that fight. That was A. Moonlight Butterfly. D. I did not like that fight. Capra Demon. I'm gonna put him at F just because the dog's in the arena. The fight would be really easy without the dogs. Gaping Dragon. That fight was kind of cool when you came across it, so I'll put that at A. Chaos Witch Quilog. I think this dude spelled it wrong, but whatever. We'll put that at B. That was a pretty cool fight. Ceaseless Discharge. Did not like that fight. Put that at F. Iron Golem. That was a cool fight, actually. Because, like, he could throw you and it was a tiny boss arena. Yeah. So that finished Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1. We are flying through this. The Rotten. Ooh. I had to farm that guy to like new game, or the bonfire aesthetic thing, to like plus 12 just to get the platinum for soul farming. Yeah. So I remember this fight very well. A tier. That was pretty cool. Executioner's Chariot. That's the one you like go around and the guy goes around in a circle. That was actually a really cool fight. I'll put him at C tier. Skeleton Lords. That was just a bunch of skeleton enemies though. That's like E tier fight. Corvée Demon. That's like Jabba the Hutt. I'll put him at B tier. Mytha the Bane. That's like Medusa. That was the Medusa one with the head that would scream and stuff. Ooh, that one's tough actually. I'll put him at B. Smelter Demon. Smelter Demon was actually a pretty cool fight overall. It was hard at first, so I'll put him at B. Old Iron King. That fight was not very fun. He just had to hit his hands. D tier. Scorpion as Najka. That fight was just like Chaos Witch Quelaag, but with a scorpion instead. Like, just a rip-off. I'll put him at E. Royal Rat Authority. That's an E tier boss too. Prowling Magus, F. That was just 2 enemies. The Last Giant, that was a cool first boss actually, so I'll put him at A. The Duke's Deer Freya. Ooh. That was the big spider. That one was cool. That one's definitely better than, where did I put Armor Spider? Yeah, D. Twin Dragon Riders. That fight, that was inside your first visit to, like, the, castle. So, where do I want to put that? Put that at B. It was a pretty fun fight. Looking Glass Knight, that's a S tier fight, right there. Demon of Song, that's like the frog dude. Yeah, C tier. Velstadt, the Royal Aegis, I think is how you pronounce it. That was actually a really fun fight. So I'll put him at A. Vendrick. That one was like a super secret. Dark Souls 2, sorry, that had a lot of secret bosses. Put that at A tier. Vendrick was actually really fun. Guardian Dragon. What do I think of that one? I had to fight him every time. He wasn't even that hard though. Put him at B. Ancient Dragon. You just sit between his toes. B tier fight though. Giant Lord. Ooh. I farmed that guy for souls too, but just because I wanted souls. That was an A tier fight. Dark Lurker is S tier. Like you go through that whole secret with like the humanities and then you get to that, that's so cool. The Pursuer. Also S tier. I love that fight. Throne Watcher. S tier. Ashandra. I'll put A tier. Aldia. Oof. Aldia is kind of not fun. I'll put him at E. Gank fight. F. Alana the... Oh, wait. Yeah, Alana the Squalid Queen. Alana the Squalid Queen, sorry. That is like... I loved that fight, and the song for that one is so good. Sin, also a S tier fight. Smelter Demon. Oh, that's Blue Smelter Demon. I don't know why it says... I'll put him on with the Smelter Demon, just... Fume Knight. Oh, that was the one we found, you wear Velstadt, his helmet. Yeah, Fume Knight gets, like, mad at you, whatever. Forgot the lore behind that. That was an S tier fight, though. Sir Alone. Alon... something. Also S tier. Ava, the King's Pet. F. Dragon Rider. Oh, that's regular Dragon Rider. In the... Fire Cathedral. I'll put him at A, actually. I remember that one fight was cool. Ludden Zalin. No. Oh, Ava the King's Pet. That's Ludden Zalin, sorry. Ava was gonna go back up to A. Ludden Zalin is F. Burnt Ivory King. That's S tier. That's a S plus tier. Burnt Ivory King was like my favorite boss in that whole game. Old Dragon Slayer. That's just Orenstein without Smo. E tier. Flexile Century. That's just a regular enemy, so F tier. Belfry Gargoyles F tier. Just a rip off of Bell Gargoyles. Ruined Sentinels. Okay. The song for that, even though they use it a couple times, that was the first time I heard the song, and that was just such a good song. So, the beginning of it mainly. Oh, it's not D. Whoops. B. Lost Sinner. Ooh, that fight was B tier. Pretty good. Royal Rat Vanguard, E tier. Okay. That finished Dark Souls 2. Now we're on to Bloodborne bosses. Okay, we're starting off with the One Reborn. Oof. I kind of remember that fight. It was really easy. I think I first tried it, so I think I remember though. B tier. Ebrides, Daughter of the Cosmos. Ooh, where do I want to put that? That was kind of a cool fight actually. So I think I'll put that at A tier. Miko Lash. Okay. Now that one like really annoyed me because I kept dying to like all the other enemies and not him, and then I'd make it to the end sometimes, and then he would kill me with his like tentacles from like space or whatever. But overall, that was actually a really fun fight. So A tier. Marigo's Wet Nurse. That one had like the katanas and stuff though. So yeah, A tier. Or not katanas. Amygdala. That was actually a pretty cool one too. That's also A tier. Marta Logarius. Oh yeah, that one was so cool. Garamond the First Hunter. Dang, is every one of these Bloodborne fights like insane? Yeah, Garamond the First Hunter. Yeah. A tier. Whoops, what am I doing? No, not A tier. S plus tier. Ludwig the Holy Blade. That's an A tier. Or S tier, sorry. Moon Presence is another. Oh, Moon Presence. I think I first tried that one too, but I remember it being a lot of fun, so A tier. Cleric Beast, S plus. S plus. Living Failures, ooh. Oh no, that one was also fun. A tier. Lady Maria, S plus. Oh wait, Skeleton Lords. Lawrence the First Vicar, A tier. Orphan of Kos, S plus. Father Gascoigne. That's an A tier boss. Bloodstarved Beast, an A tier boss. Vicar Amelia, an A tier boss. Witch of Hemwick. Ooh, I might put that at B tier. Dark Beast Peril. That one was actually cool. I remember I just walked out of the place. You get like stuck in a jail cell, and then you get out of there, and then you fight Dark Beast Peril. Yeah, Shadows of Yharnam, another A tier. That one had the katanas, and it was hard, but it's so rewarding. Rom. I'm gonna put him at B. Or C. Celestial Emissary. That's an A tier boss. That one was so much fun. Merciless Watchers. Oh, wait, these are these the they're not gauntlets. Chalice dungeons. These are Chalice dungeon bosses, right? Merciless Watchers. Yeah, they're at the end of like a bunch of them. I remember that fight was fun though, so B tier. Numerian Descendant. Whoops. Numerian Descendant. That one was a cool one too, A tier. Numerian Elder. I'm gonna put him with Numerian Descendant because they're kind of the same thing. Undead Giant. I'm gonna put that at A tier too. Watchdogs of the Old Lords. That one's in the Convergence mod for Dark Souls 3 also. But yeah, I remember that one. Yharnam, Numerian Queen. That's a S tier fight. That was so much fun. Abhorrent Beast. Yeah, these are just like the Chalice Dungeon ending bosses. B. Beast Possessed Soul is B. Bloodletting Beast. Those are all pretty easy. Brainsucker. I hate those guys, but I'll put them at B. Forgotten Madman. Ooh. Yeah, I think that's a B tier too. Keeper of the Old Lords. That's a S tier. Or not S tier, sorry, A tier. Lauren Dark Beast. Dark Beasts are S tiers. Lauren Silver Beast. I'll put him at A too. Maneater Boar. Those guys are like weird, but I'll put him at A tier. Okay, that finishes Bloodborne. We don't have a single Bloodborne one below C tier. Dang, Bloodborne is so good. Old Demon King. Now we're moving into Dark Souls 3. Old Demon King, that would be, I think, an A tier boss. Pontiff Sullivan, S tier all the way. Aldrich, Devourer of Gods, that's like Gwendolyn, right? Did he eat Gwendolyn? I remember that's the same Gwendolyn helmet. Whatever, that was an S tier fight. Yorm, the Giant, that's an S tier fight. Yeah. Dancer of the Boreal Valley, that one is actually I love that fight too. Osiris. Osiris? I don't know how you pronounce that. That's an S tier fight too. Champion Gunder, I'm gonna put him at A tier. That's still Dragon Slayer Armor. Dang, this is just one good boss. Dragon Slayer Armor song absolutely slaps. Lothric Younger Prince. It's also an S tier fight. Ancient Wyvern. Ooh, that's a B tier fight. I'm gonna have to put it there. That one you just gotta do a drop attack. Eudix Gunder. Regular. That's actually a good intro fight, so S tier, yeah. Nameless King. I might be S+. Soul of Cinder is I think I accidentally typed 4 there. Soul of Cinder is definitely S+. Champions, Gravetender, and Wolf. That was the DLC boss. That one was actually so much fun too. I'll put that at A tier. Sister Freed. Ooh. Wait, I'm just looking ahead here. Do they have the other part of her fight too? Okay. Sister Freed herself is S tier, but if you're including the other part there, that's an S+ fight all the way. Demon Prince. That's DLC, I think, too. Wait, is that? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, that's an S tier fight. Half-Light, Spear of the Church. That's an A tier fight. It's pretty good. Dark Eater Midir. I could not beat this guy without summon help, but that's okay. It was still a really fun fight. S tier. Slave Knight Gale Media S+. That song is just so god dang good. Like, it's just too good. Vort. A tier. Curse Rotted Greatwood. You get to make boss weapons after that boss, so I'll put that at A tier. Crystal Sage, it's a B tier fight. Deacons of the Deep. I'm gonna put that at C tier. Oh, that was Abyss Watchers. Whoops. Deacons of the Deep is C tier. Abyss Watchers is an S tier fight. High Lord Wolnir. That's a B tier fight. Okay, so that finished all of Dark Souls 3. Now, I don't think we have another one that's below C. Dark Souls 3 is such a good game too. Sekiro. This guy, okay, Sekiro is so good. Okay, starting here with True Corrupted Monk. That's in the palace, if you do the other ending. But yeah, True Corrupted Monk was an S tier fight. Divine Dragon, that fight wasn't as much like a fight, but that was still such like visually like stunning fight. Owl Father. That's in Hirata Estate second visit, right? Yeah, that's another S tier fight. Demon of Hatred, that's an S+ fight. That fight was so hard. I think I accidentally rolled back my save on him and I had to refight him all over again, which sucked. But I did it. Ashin the Sword Saint, an S+ fight. If there was an S++ fight, that would be him. Emma the Gentle Blade, that's A tier. It was good. Genichiro, Way of the Tomo. That's before Ashin, but that was actually fun too, so S. Inner Gani. Ooh, wait, this is Gauntlet. Or not, yeah, the Gauntlet. This is in the first Gauntlet. That one was fun too, though. I give that A tier. Inner Father. Ooh, that one was so hard. S tier, though. Inner Ashin. S++. That was just... I would give that S++ if I could. Ashin the Sword Saint was S+, but Inner Ashin was just that fight, but so much better. Yobo Oniwa. That was the first, like, big boss. Yeah, A tier. Lady Butterfly, S tier. Genichiro Ashina. I think I'll also have to give that an S tier. Folding Screen Monkeys. Oh, I got that an A tier. That was actually so much fun, though. Guardian Ape. That's an S tier fight. Oop. Corrupted Monk. That's not the true Corrupted Monks. That was just the 1 health bar variant, but I give that the S tier, too. Oh, yeah, because his posture didn't go down at all. Headless Ape. Apes. No, Ape. That's the second phase. Also S tier. Great Shinobi Owl. That was the first time you fight him. So S tier. Inner Ashina. No, sorry, not Inner. Ashina. That's Shura ending. S tier. Ashina Elite. Oh, these are just like the regular weird bosses. That's an A tier. Long Arm Centipede. I think I'll give that A tier. Armored Warrior, that's an S tier fight. Shaman Warrior. Ooh, those guys gave you so much terror. But it was so much fun, S tier. Snake Eyes, A tier. Oh, the Glutton guy. A tier. Mist Noble. I'll give him A tier just for the heck of it. It's just an enemy, but it was so funny. Oh, Rin of Water, that's an S tier fight. Sakura Bull. Oh, that's in the palace. S tier fight. Okami Leader Shizu. Oh, yeah, S tier. The leader. Oh, that's after. What is it after? The troll thing. Not the troll thing. Hold on, I'm gonna look ahead, see if I can. They really? Oh, Chained Ogre. That's after Chained Ogre. A tier. There's a lot of him. Or a lot like him. Oh, no. He's not after Chained Ogre. He's after, Tutorial. He's the tutorial guy. I'll put him at A tier. They're all pretty much similar. Great Carp. Huh? Is that even a fight? Must be forgetting something. Wait. Okay, I'll put him at A tier for now. I'll remember him for later. The Red Guard guy. I think that's at the end of, like, when you do the ending where you fight Ashin the Sword Saint. I think he's around there. But S tier, yeah, I remember him. Great Serpent. Not as much of a fight, but yeah, still, like, visually stunning. Like, the dragon. So S tier. Great Colored Carp. That wasn't even a boss, though. Oh. Wasn't even a boss, though. The Great Colored Carp was more of a, Yeah, he just completed a quest. The quest is cool, though, so I'll give it an A. Samurai General. Yeah, that guy's in, like, let's look at the very start of the game. But A tier. Chained Ogres. S tier. Blazing Bull. That's an A tier fight. Oh. Back there. 7 Ashina Spears. Oh, those guys are the spear dudes. Oh, but that's where you learn the Mikiri counter. So S tier. Lone Shadows. Ooh, those guys. You find that one of them inside the place you wake up. Those were hard at the start, but then really fun. S tier. Headless. I think I've only ever fought one Headless. I don't even know there was 5. That's an A tier fight though. The Shinobi Hunter. Oh, my dog's barking. Shinobi Hunter. Enshin of Mycen. That's an A tier fight. Juzu the Drunkard. That was such a fun fight. S tier. Dang, we don't have a single Sekiro fight below A tier. That proves how good that game is. Okay, now we're on to the final one. Elden Ring. We got a lot of Elden Ring bosses here. Okay, so starting off with Godskin Noble. Ooh, that was a... Excuse me, that was a pretty fun fight. I'll put that at A tier. Oh, Rykard, the serpent dude. Yeah. That fight was kind of a pain to get to, but it was actually really fun. I'll put that at S tier because the weapon was so cool. The Elder Dragon Grail. That's an A tier fight. Decaying Kais. Yeah, that's a dragon too. D tier. Starscorch Radon, that's S tier. Mimic tier. Okay. I want to put it at A tier just because of like the shock factor when you walk in and see and you have to fight yourself. So yeah, Regal Ancestor Spirit is another A tier fight. That one you had to do like a whole quest to get to. That one was so I'm gonna bump it up to S tier after because of that quest. The Valiant Gargoyles. Those guys were actually pretty cool too though. I'll put that in A tier. Thea's Champions. That wasn't really a fun fight, C tier. Dragonkin Soldier of Noxtella. That's an A tier one. Oh, not A tier, sorry, B tier. Astel, Natural Born of the Void. You know, I remember I made like little candies that day. Like little chocolate bars. I don't know why, but I remember I beat this boss and got to make chocolate bars. A tier. Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. That's like the shade variant. B tier. Morgott, the Omen King. Where do I want to put him? This isn't Margit, this is Morgott, so S tier. Margit is A tier. Moog. This guy gets so many jokes about him. Moog was fun, that's S tier. Borealis, the freezing frog. I remember you like walked onto that ice lake or whatever, and then all of a sudden it became like really like foggy, and then he flew in. But yeah, that was a heck of a fight. I'll put that at A tier. Commander, isn't that Commander O'Neill? I think it was Commander Nile, but yeah, I'll put him at A tier. That was at the top of that castle, I think. Fire Giant, A tier. Lich Dragon Fortisax. That's a S tier fight. Godskin Duo. And Crumbling Ferrum something. I forgot the rest of it. That's a A tier fight though. Beast Clergyman and Malekith. That might even be S plus. Dragonlord Placido, I think. That was also an S tier fight. Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. I knew you'd come. I don't know, I just remember that line. I see so many videos with like joking. They just like one-shot him with some insane mod. Yeah, I'll put him at B tier. I just rambled there for a second. Horalu, Godfrey. So this is both of them. That's an S tier fight. Moog, Lord of Blood. Wait. What did I do with other Moog then? What did I do with other Moog? Moog. Huh. Well, I felt like I had done that. I might have to rewatch that just to see what the heck I did with him. But yeah. Moog is definitely a S tier. Great Worm Theodorix. That's a B tier fight. I don't even have much to say about that. Loretta, Knight of the Halig Tree. Okay, I remember finding that fight and thinking how cool it was, so A tier. Leonine Misbegotten. I think that's B tier. Melania, Blade of Mikla. That's S plus. We all know it. We all had like 200 attempts, but we did it. Radagon at the Golden Order and Elden Beast. That was such a cool final boss. I know some people don't like the Elden Beast part, but Elden Beast was so fun, so that's another S plus. Godric the Grafted, A tier. Oh, Red Wolf of Radagon. Ooh, that was in the Academy of Rhea Lucaria. I'll put that at A tier too. Renala of the Full Moon. That was an A tier fight. Solid fight. Regal Ancestor Spirit. Maybe, was that the one you... I'm so confused. Oh wait, was Regal Ancestor Spirit the other one? I don't exactly remember, but yeah. I think this is the non-Regal version, D. Dragonkin Soldier. Oh, I just remember the dude in the rod. That's the guy that came out of the rod, I think. Here. Royal Knight Loretta. That was before you get to Ronnie, right? I think that's an A tier fight. Glintstone Dragons. There's a 0.5 Glintstone Dragon somewhere, apparently. I don't know what this tier list guy is yapping about. C tier. Magma Worm Makar. I think that's how you get the Moonveil. I was actually one of the first Moonveil users, guys. I just want to make that known. We had the game pre-ordered and everything, and I found the Moonveil and I started maining it right away. So I can kind of say I was one of the first. So A tier. Ancient Dragon Lansax. That's a B tier fight. Elamar of the Briar. Oh, he's the spinny sword guy. That's A tier. Erdtree Avatars. Ooh, that's kind of hard, actually. It's between B and A, which was like a B.5. I'll put him in B. Guardian Golems. Golem. Was there actually a boss? Oh, no, he's in the cave. The cave on the side underneath the castle, Stormveil. That's an A tier fight. Grave Warden Duelists. Ooh. Hard to say what I think of them exactly. I give them... Did I lose him? I think I lost him. No. Where did he go? What? Wait. What? Oh, hold up. Wait, did it just disappear? Oh no, oh there he is, D tier, okay. I'm gonna put him at C tier. That was quite the effort to get him to Erdtree Burial Watchdog. Oh, those guys are so weird, but B tier. Those guys were also fun. Crystallian. I don't know if that's the correct name, but I remember them. There's some under the Academy, B tier. Clean Rot Knight. Those guys are actually so cool though. That's A tier. Cemetery Shade. Ooh, those guys were actually kind of scary when I first found them. I'll put them at A tier. Bloodhound Knight Darwill. My brother loved that weapon, but I thought it was a good fight overall, so B tier. Alabaster Lord. So I didn't fight... I think most people can say this, but, like, I always found these guys around before I found the boss itself. So the boss was kind of underwhelming, so C tier. Like, I always found, like, the regular enemies. This guy's just a regular enemy version. Rune Bear. I think you got a medallion. Or, I don't even know what they're called anymore. That's a B tier fight. Soldier of Godric. That's like the tutorial boss. That one was really easy. The Rick Soldier of God mod is so funny though. I remember I looked that up one time because my friend told me to, and it was just like crazy. I'll put Soldier of Godric at B tier just for memories. Onyx Lord. These guys are like Alabaster Lords, right? B tier. Knights Cavalry times 10. There's 10 of them. I guess that makes sense, yeah. A tier. That was a pretty good fight. Esgar, Priest of Blood. I'll put him at B tier. Royal Revenant. I don't even have much to say about that. C tier. Sanguine Noble. I kinda remember those guys. I remember they like send the blood at you. A tier. You're not A tier. What am I thinking? B tier. Tibia Mariner. Those guys summon like the skeletons and stuff. A tier. Crucible Knight. That was an A tier fight. Crucible Knight's such a solid fight. Clean Rot Knight Duel. That's an A tier fight too. Deathbirds? B tier. Kindred of Rot Duel. That fight sucked. Just because I remember, I think it was the cave to them was like full... I shouldn't judge by the cave though, so... But boss run, they're a bad fight, but it's not terrible. B tier. Tree Sentinels. Oh, that's a solid A tier. Huh? I grabbed the wrong thing, guys. My bad. That's a solid fight. Miranda the Blighted Bloom. Try saying that 10 times fast. I'd put that at B tier. Necromancer Garrus. Huh? Is that even an actual thing? Hold up, guys. I'm gonna look this up. Necromancer Garrus. I take that back. Apparently he exists. Huh? Have I never found this guy? Okay. Well, I'm gonna put him at C, so I don't enrage all the Necromancer Garrus fans. But Nox Duo. I remember that fight. A tier. Misbegotten Crusader. That's a B tier fight. Omen Killers. Killer. Sorry. C tier. Red Wolf of the Champions. I'll put that at B. Spirit Collar Snail. That was such a goofy fight. I'll put that at A tier just because of like the Demi-Human Queens. Demi-Human Queens are A tier. Erdtree Burial Watchdog Duo. That's a mouthful. I'll put that at B tier. Crystallian Duo. Okay, so there's the Crystallian and the Crystallian Duo. I'll put them at the same thing. Beast of Farah Mazula. I think that's like the guy you give the death roots to, so B. Adon, Thief of Fire. A tier. Electo, Black Knife Ringleader. I think. Yeah. You get the Spirit Ash for that guy. The Spirit Ash for that guy is broken. Putrid Avatar. Ooh, they're by like the Rotting Erdtree, or the Rotting Erdtrees, yeah. B tier. Black Knife Assassins. Mostly in Catacombs, right? That's an A tier fight. Yeah. Sorry, let me put this up at A. Bowls, Carrion Knight. C tier. Crucible Knight Duo. Oh, that one was actually hard. That was like one of the few kind of challenging like side bosses in the game. Why is Ancestor Spirit so low? Put that guy up at B. What? Falling Star Beasts. Okay, so one time I got hacked. Sorry, this is a bit story time. I got I didn't get hacked. I was playing PvP, right? And I got invaded by a hacker. He used the Falling Star Beast weapon, the one where you like goes shoot it up in the air and then like crystals appear where like the guy is, and like he just did it infinitely to me, and like he didn't stop doing it, and his attacks would do like way too much of my health, like over half of my health would be gone. And yeah, I have a clip of it too. I'll put that at B tier. The Fell Twins. That's like the whole arena goes black, right? That was cool. That's an A tier. Godskin Apostles are A tier. Grafted Sion. That's like the fight of the tutorial, and then you get to fight him again inside the castle. That's a C tier. Mad Pumpkinhead. That's just a goofy name. I'll put him at B though. Omen Killer and Miranda. B tier. Perfumer, Trika, and Misbegotten Warrior. What do I think? That's a B tier. Abductor Virgins. Just realized that name is so weird. A tier. Battle Mage Hughes. This guy is just such a nice and kind soul, so I'll put him at A. Bell-bearing Hunters. There was a quest with them, right? B tier. Roundtable Knight Vike. Oh, he's in a circle thing that you go inside. Wormface. Wormface, he's by a tree. I don't remember, I don't think it was an Erdtree, but I remember him by a tree. A tier. Ulcerated Tree Spirit. B tier. It is hard, but very fun. Astil, Stars of Darkness. When is that fight? Oh, yeah. I'll put him up here in A. Crucible Knight, Siluria. That one's with the spear, right? Yeah. Demi-Human Chief Duo. That's a B tier fight. Putrid Crystallian Trio. I hated that fight. Not C. Let's put him at D. Ooh. Something. Fuel Glow Falling Star Beast? I think I know which one they're talking about. I'll put them at B tier. Stray Mimic tier. C. Because you don't have the effect anymore of like another like, yeah. You get me. You get me. Spirit Collar Snail for Godskin. I'll put that at A. Or I think I put the other Spirit Calling Snail, yeah. Magma Worm. You find these guys in lava. I remember that. B tier. Godioffrey the Grafted. I remember that was weird. I think that is the right name. That's an Evangel. That's a B tier fight. Putrid Grave Warden Duelist. That's like the Grave Warden Duelist, but with Scarlet Rot, so C tier. Tree Sentinel Duo. That fight was unnecessary, but also cool. A tier. Draconic Tree Sentinel. That's an S tier actually. Death Right Bird. I'll put that at A tier. Stone Digger Trolls. C tier. Crucible Knight and Misbegotten Warrior. That's in the Radon Festival Castle. Redmane Castle. I'll put that at A tier. Like, God, that brings back some nostalgia for that game. God dang. Scaly Misbegotten. That's a D tier fight. Patches. Patches is an A tier fight. Ancient Hero of Zamor. X3. C. Commander. Oh, that's Commander O'Neill. A. Oh, yeah, that's Commander O'Neill. The guy I was talking about was Commander of something else. Commander Nile. Yeah, they're the same guy. They're the guys I'm thinking of. Flying Dragons. Ooh, I don't remember the second one, but I remember the first one. Because you get out, you like, oh, yeah. Oh, Tree Sentinel's hard. I'm going to go down into this lake. And then, like, that dude just assaults you. I don't remember the second one, though. I'll put that at A tier, though. And we got the final one here, guys. The Black Blade Kindred. This guy. He's outside. Remember the first... Oh, there's one in the snowy place. On top of the giants. Or at least on the way up there. And then there's one... on, the way to... Or out of, what is it? The dude you give the death roots to. His room. I think I'll give that A tier. And with that, the tier list is done. Thank you for 100 subscribers, guys. Yeah. I don't really have much else to say here. So, yeah. Thank you for watching my video if you made it this far. And I love you, Pookies. Bye.